Speaking of somebody brought up, and I think my man Chuck Miller over on TikTok brought up, that's why I like college basketball over the NBA. Well, let's talk college basketball. College basketball is starting to heat up. Conference season is here. It's about to be February. That's when conference basketball, or at least the conference schedule, really heats up. And so far, the Big 12 is head and shoulders better than every other conference. I don't even think it's close. Matter of fact, I'm positive it's not close. Now, the ACC is pretty good. I take that back. They're average. The SEC is pretty good. The SEC is pretty good. But as far as everybody else, yeah, I don't know. The Big Ten down. Big East is still pretty good. Pac-12, I don't know. I love the fact that there's going to be some mid-majors, but they've kind of, the selection committee has kind of gone away from putting in a bunch of mid-majors the last 3 or 4 years. They've kind of said, we want bigger programs in the tournament, more viewership, more attendance at games. I don't know if you like that or not, but I do. I do. So I like Big East basketball. I like the ACC is still down. It's a little better than it was last year, but it's still down. But I do think college basketball is better when North Carolina is good. And this year, North Carolina is really good. You know, college basketball is better when they're good. And this year, they're pretty good. So the Big 12, though, by far, I mean, they got 8 teams ranked. Kansas State's just outside the rankings. I mean, I think the Big 12 has an opportunity. Now, I don't know if they'll do it, but they got an opportunity to get 11 teams into the tournament this year. I don't know if it'll happen, but they definitely have that opportunity to get 11 teams into the tournament. So we'll see exactly what happens there. So y'all keep tapping the screen, man. We want to get as many people in here as possible over on TikTok. We need at least 5,000 new likes. We need at least that and 30 new follows. So we'll see what happens as far as the NCAA basketball. Looking at some of the rankings, looking at the Big 12 conference, Texas Tech right now is the leader. Kansas, who might be the best team, has lost 3 games already. You know, going on the road in the Big 12 is tough. First of all, every game is tough. But you go on the road in the Big 12, it is a grind. Last night is no exception. Houston goes on the road to Texas. Texas is okay. They're not great. They're okay. Houston got to go to overtime to beat them. And Houston is really, really good. Really good. But it's a grind to win. So it's just tough sledding right now for anybody in the Big 12, man. Texas Tech, Houston, Kansas, Iowa State, TCU, Baylor, BYU is good. Cincinnati is going to be around. And you thought, and this is why the conference is so tough, is because you thought that there was going to be some easy wins. UCF, West Virginia, Kansas goes on the road and loses to both of them. That's where the difference is, man. Kansas goes on the road and loses to both of those teams. So, and I don't know if it's just tough sledding, man. It's just tough sledding. My man, Pat Cockrell, he said Kansas is not the best team in the Big 12. They don't have a bench. Houston, I think, is the best. I think you're right. And that's the problem with Kansas. Kansas usually has a bench. They don't have one this year. But also what Kansas doesn't have is a superstar. You know, they usually have a bunch of really good players, but they also have that one guy that you know is going to the NBA. That's going to play. They don't have that this year. They don't have that guy that, oh, yeah, he's going to play 10 years in the NBA. They don't have that. They don't have that at all. Now, really good college player, they have a few of those. And there's nothing wrong with being a really good college player, by the way. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. But college basketball is heating up, people. We're going to be covering it more and more, especially since the NFL season is winding down. We're going to start covering a lot more college basketball. So take a look, check it out, and let's get after it.